All right, what's good, family? Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Giving all praise, Yahawashi. Now, I just wanted to give my take on this. Now, the government's supposed to be shutting back down on what, January 30th? It's either on January 30th or January 31st. But anyways, I do believe it's going to shut back down. It is going to shut back down. Why? Because Mystery Babylon is at 250 years. On July 4th, Mystery Babylon is turning 250 years old. This empire is done. And most empires don't even go past 250 years. I think only a couple went past that. But N.W.O is actually making it obvious that this country is done, you know, especially, you know, with those Epstein files. Them Epstein files crazy. You know, that's why he out here causing problems with Venezuela. That's why he, you know, ordered strikes on Venezuela. He took Maduro, his wife. You know, he wants to go in and take Greenland. He wants to go and mess with Colombia, Mexico, Cuba. He's trying to start war to go and cover his own self because he's trying to keep his presidency. But at the same time, we got to look at it from a spiritual standpoint. These Edomites don't think that their kingdom is going to go down. And they know that they are at the end. And they are trying to outdo Yahawashi. And we already know that nobody can outdo Yahawashi. Nobody can outplay Yahawashi. You know, these devils, they want to be Yahawashi. They ain't going to never be Yahawashi. But anyways, I do believe that the government's going to shut back down. And, you know, it was just temporary, you know, and we had the longest shutdown, which lasted, what, like 43 days? And they only passed, what, like 3 of the 12 bills. Even though that's from a carnal standpoint, we know that those bills don't matter. We know that these devils earn, what, like $30 trillion of debt? These devils know that they are at their end, man. And they're just trying to keep this illusion going, you know, that everything is good, that everything is going to be fine. Project 2025 is in full force, man. It's going to shut back down. Trump is going to be cutting more federal workers. If you ask me, I think that this government shutdown, this is going to be it. This is going to be the one. There ain't going to be no more SNAP benefits, you know. The federal workers, they're going to be out of jobs. That chaos is going to start, you know, happening because this is what these devils want. They want war. These devils want war. Because what does war bring? It brings money. These devils have no other choice. You know, they're in so much debt. These nations hate them. Yeah, then it's just so much going on with them because we live in a spiritual time. We live in the book of Revelations. Yahawashi is exposing these Edomites for who they are, which is Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. These devils are the wicked. Esau Edom is done. Mystery Babylon is done. Babylon has fallen. Babylon has fallen. It has become the habitation of devils. And who are these devils? These Edomites, man. And these heathen tribes on down. And your 2/3 that want to participate with them, you're going to go right on down with them. And that is biblical prophecy because 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed. The 1/3 is going to go through that fire, man. And Lord will, I'm part of that grateful glorious number. But this government is going to shut back down. It's January 6th, 24 days, 25 days. We got 3 more weeks. They're going to shut it back down because, you know, like I said, they only passed 3 of the 12 bills. But we all know, you know, that they ain't going to get nothing done because, like I said, they are at the end. These devils want war. Behind closed doors, these devils want you to believe, oh, you know, well, you know, we're trying to pass this bill and do this. These devils want war. These devils know prophecy, and they know that they got to push Yahawashi agenda, and that is to destroy Mystery Babylon. You know, that's why Trump out here talking crazy, talking about taking Greenland and stuff. Yeah, because Esau's showing his horns. Esau is showing who he is. He is the damn devil. This is all these devils know. It's kill, steal, destroy. That's all they know. They don't have a damn nationality. They don't have heritage. They don't have a culture. They don't have history. They're just devils, man. Just straight devils. But this government is going to shut back down. And if you haven't been stocking up, I'm not saying, you know, that you got to stock up, you know, heavy, but, you know, you want to have common sense. You know, stock up, you know, a little bit of water, a little bit of canned food. But at the same time, we got to rely on Yahawashi. But if you haven't been stocking up, we're going to be in a world of trouble. Because we're going to have to show you Yahawashi. We're going to have to do some things by ourselves. As Israelites, we're going to have to learn how to defend ourselves. Because you don't know how to go and defend yourself, that is not a good thing, man. Because you're going to fight. As much as it's gonna be spiritual and mental, it's gonna be physical. Because we're gonna have to defend ourselves. So you better learn how to fight, you better stock up, you better learn, you know, how to hunt. You better get used to being uncomfortable. Because this is gonna get real uncomfortable because we're gonna lose our places. You know, and I know I'm gonna lose my place, I'm gonna lose my job. I already know that. Because they're about to bring out this digital beast system. And you gotta comply to it. You don't comply to it, guess what? You don't comply in society. You cannot participate in society. They are going to X you out. We're going to have a choice to go and make, man, because the RFID chip is coming quickly. Because you already heard what Elon Musk said. He wants to do mass production, you know, of the RFID microchip. These devils know, and they want to push it. But see, what they understand is they fall into the hands of Yahawashi. See, they think, oh, well, I'm going to, you know, do my own master plan. Nah, you fall into the hands of Yahawashi. You are fulfilling the will of Yahawashi. And we ain't going back into slavery. The Israelites are done. You going in the captivity now. The devils are setting up their own little hole. They making up their own bed and going pretty much laying it. And you devils are going to be laying in that bed. You're going to do 1,000 years. After that 1,000 years, you're going to be exterminated. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to, you know, just get my little take on it. Yeah, the government about to shut back down. You know, this is a beautiful time that we're living in. You know, I remember when I was young, you know, I was always, you know, talking about scripture and stuff, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, now that I'm older, that I'm witnessing prophecy. I didn't think that I would ever get to see the book of Revelations, man. I'm actually living this thing out. I'm actually seeing prophecy. And like I said, Lord willing, I'm part of that Grateful Gorge number. Lord willing, that I'm one of those, you know, chosen. But we're going to be that generation that's going to be in World War III. That draft is coming. And you 2/3, you're going to go right on in it, and you're going to be destroyed by your Yahawashi. But that draft is coming. Jacob's trouble is coming. Ain't nobody getting out of this. We all going through this thing together. Everybody's going through it. The great tribulation. Ain't going to be no rapture. There's going to be one. It's going to be the rapture of the Israelites. But yeah, y'all just wanted to bring this out, man. The government shutdown's coming. And when it shuts down, this is just my take. I think it's going to be closed forever. I think that when they open it back up, it's going to be that new world order. Because that's what those devils want. They want that new world order, which is the RFID microchip, that mark of the beast system. So like I said, we're going to have a choice. You're going to worship Yahawashi, or you're going to worship this beast, Esau Edom. Esau Edom, so-called white man, man. But yeah, y'all just wanted to bring this out, man. Giving all praise to Yahawashi. And I'll be coming to you guys with another audio clip soon. Peace.